Hey people, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm just making a quick guide for Crusader Kings 3. This guide is how to guarantee courtiers into your service or wives. I feel that, or husbands, I feel that the game is very restrictive on how you set up your own region if you're CAC. Basically can just make your character, put them there, and there's not really that much customization. Perhaps you wanted to make your own revisionist story of history where you and a bunch of other characters related to your character are within the story. It's hard to set that up, so I'm just going to show you a little trick that I've noticed. So say for example, I wanted a specific character to turn up into my court. For example, if I make them high learning focused, there's actually a way for me to make them appear as my court tier. So if I say, for instance, I load this one on and submit them as the leader I want to play, and then overwrite them with the character I actually want to play, and I go here, I start, right, and I pick the decision, recruit for court position, recruit physician, and then I just let the game play, right? Speed up upload. I will be able to recruit that character that I made previously as the ruler. As you can see here, they are now a courtier in my kingdom. See? This will only work for very high learning characters. The other more obvious method is obviously just making another ruler a CAC. So let's say I wanted to be married to the Queen of East Francia, for example. I just load up my pre-established character, boop, and I'd make my guy, boop. And I can just apply to marry them. And that can give you your own little role play or story or however you want to do this. If they're the same culture and religion of you, they're likely going to accept, even if they are of a higher position than you. But yeah, this is a little method that you can use. And what if you don't even want to leave it up to RNG or whatever? There's some form of mechanic getting in your way. You can always just go to the other character and arrange a marriage between you and them and have you accept. So if you go here, you can just accept and the marriage is done. The timer hasn't even unpaused. But hey, say that you believe that your creator character kingdom should be bigger than it should be. You can always just do the same thing with war. So if you declare war with this guy, right, just declare war, conquer his county, and switch over to him. And I will say this will remove your hardcore or Iron Man or whatever, but you can just do this for the roleplay purposes if you'd like. And you can choose a new character, go back to your guy, and now that county is yours. Obviously, when you're making a creative character, they are starting at 0 fame, so your results may vary, but you can sort of alter the state of the world at the start by doing these things. Some characters have much more fame, so they can do, you could have Upland own this bit by doing that, if that's part of the role play that you want to play. So, say if I wanted to have CAC vassals, I would need to get my CAC to obviously be at least Jarl or the second stage up in the terms of monarchy. I click one of my like lesser places, create a character, load in. Yeah, just do this and boom. So one of my vessels is going to be one of my CACs. And then if I wanted to make another one, I could just boop. And for my own, I could just do this. Because I'm playing like a Norse guy. I want like 3 wives, so a way around that is going my guy. And now I'm going to show you how to make them courtiers so that I can obviously have like my own create a character team, you know? You can also do this for any gender, obviously, but I'm doing this so that I can make my 3 wenches or whatever concubines what I want. So I need level distinguished fame, so a good way to get that would be just start making duchies and stuff like that, and also use like actions that will get you fame, and then you can just start power leveling tribal authority up until the point that you have high tribal authority, and then basically imprison these people and have them reject it, and that will cause like a tyranny war, and then you can revoke their titles and they'll be courtiers. This will take a little bit of time, so yeah, that's a method to sort of make your own create a character kingdom. If you're obviously a duke, you might struggle with like the domain size, but generally if you're making a CAC, you're probably pumping up some stewardship, you know, so your domain limit is probably higher than most. Say you think that your CAC should be wealthier than they should be at the start, being a king of Sueland and everything. You can just go to another character and start gifting yourself money. This is a good way to fully immerse yourself into the idea of what your character, where your character should be. I feel that starting with very minimum money and stuff is somewhat jarring when like you start at certain characters, because like when you start as like the king of like France or something like that, you'll have like 100 gold and 1 fame. That is just not really immersive. So now I have enough to make a correct title. I'll make this one. Boop. And now I have enough tribal authority to make this, pass this law, and then I can start declaring war on my vassals. So I go to imprison them because of a crime that I've made them all witches, so I already know that they're witches, so now I switch to them, right? I go over to them, I decline, and then surrender the war, right? And then once I switch back to my character, I can go here and revoke titles. By doing this way, you won't get as much tyranny because they rebelled against you, so removing their title is just considered normal. So remove their titles, and then you can negotiate for the release, and you can renounce their claims and recruit them. And then there'll be one of your courtiers. And that's a way to CAC your courtiers. You could obviously just renounce their titles, but without imprisoning them first, you won't be able to recruit them. It'll take a few days, but just give it a little bit, and yeah, you'll see that they'll recruit into your party, and I can just make them my wife. And it's easy as that. You don't have to do it with wives, obviously. There's obviously other reasons why you would do this, but I'm just showing you the way that one may want to do it. If you want to play a mighty Viking with like, distinguishable like wives and stuff like that, I think that's pretty cool. If you wanted to do this with Islam or whatever, you know, it's simple as. But yeah, this is a way to sort of CSA your courtiers. Other ways, if you try to like make a wanderer, they'll end up just running away from your realm and stuff like that. And yeah, let me know if this has been helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed my video.